I literally stabbed myself like 1 millimeter away from where I cut myself yesterday.
Through your Band-Aid.
Through the Band-Aid. So this makes that easy. Just boop. Already Band-Aided. Hi, I'm Christian. When I was a little kid, I joined Cub Scouts. And then I quit. And I'm not totally sure why I quit, and I've kind of always regretted that decision. So here's my idea. I want some adventure, but I can't become an official Boy Scout. So I'm gonna do it all on my own. I'm gonna do the entire curriculum of Scouts, from Cub all the way up to Eagle, in 1 year. It's called Old Scout. This is why I'm hot.
Okay, what are you...
Okay, sorry. Okay, so I'm about halfway complete with my wolf trail. So we got to do 3 more achievements this week and an elective. What's the first achievement we're going to do this week?
The first achievement is achievement number 12, reading.
So I have to read a book?
You have to read 2 books.
2 books.
Two books. And you have to learn how to take care of books and open a new book.
Okay.
And you have to tell a story to your den. The second achievement is safety, where you have to practice the rules of street and road safety.
I like how most of these achievements are like a very general word, like safety, and then it's like very extremely pinpoint, precision, specific things like look both ways before you cross the street and clear the stairs.
Oh, that's number 2.
That's
so
number 2.
1 is practice rules of street safety. Number 2 is practice home safety by keeping stairs free of all objects. Like that's the only thing you have to do to be safe at home.
That's the only thing.
It's just
the only thing to keep safe at home
keep the stairs clean.
Keep the stairs clean. I think I can manage that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so that's
safety.
That's safety achievement number 9. That's the second.
It does say hundreds of people are killed every year by falling down stairs.
Well, there you go.
It's because many boys have left their toys on the stairs. Calling out boys.
Are there studies showing that most of the falls downstairs are due to boys' toys?
Yeah. The third achievement is number 5, which is tools.
Tools.
Yes.
So that's a general overview of all tools, right?
No. For your wolf tools achievement, you have to learn how to use a knife.
A knife? Get to use a knife.
Get to use a knife.
All right. There's no safety involved in this. This is just tools.
It says show that you know how to take care of it and use it. So I think knowing how to use it includes some safety.
Okay.
Probably.
And make something with it.
Make something with it. Since you are learning how to use a knife, I think we should do elective number 3, which is handicraft, which the requirement is to make something useful.
That makes sense with tools. Okay, so make something useful is like make something with the jackknife?
I think you could use your jackknife. I think you can also use other tools. I think for the achievement of tools, when you make something, you need to just use your jackknife. But for this elective, I think you could use other tools in addition to your knife.
Great. Meeting adjourned?
Bye.
Bye. Achievement number 12, reading. Number 1, ask your parents, teacher, or librarian to help you make up a list of books and read 2 of the books. All right. Okay, so I'm standing here in front of the Free Library of Philadelphia, one of America's first libraries, invented by Ben Franklin. Invented by?
I don't think any of that's right, but...
I'm here in front of the Free Library of Philadelphia, where we have made our list of books, and we're going to look for these books inside the library.
Use the other letters.
no encounters, no.
How the Dewey Decimal System works?
Is that what this is?
It's a blue book. It's a blue book.
It's all Rick butts.
I don't think it's butts.
You don't think that's Rick?
I think it's boots.
I got those 7 books on our list to check off all of the list items. Quite the haul.
From the list of books that we created, I'm going to read these two. Whittle and Whistles and Swiss Army Knife Whittling Book. Number 2, learn how to take care of books and how to open a new book. According to William Matthews, the most famous bookbinder America has produced, in his book, Modern Bookbinding Practically Considered, I'm going to attempt to open this new book properly. I'm going to lay it on its back spine, kind of just let it open a little bit, let the front cover open, let the back cover open. Then I'm going to just kind of let some leaves down and kind of gently press them down from the front and then from the back, alternating the front and the back. Just kind of limbering it up a little bit. All right, now it's ready to be read. Number 3, tell a story to your den. So I've thought all week about what story I should share for this section. So I asked Julie, and Julie said, well, you could tell an embarrassing story from your adolescence. And I thought, that's a pretty good idea. So I thought, and then we were shooting the scene the other day in which I was wearing this gigantic fanny pack that my mom gave me for my birthday, and it holds all my camera gear. And I thought to myself, that reminds me of an embarrassing story from my adolescence involving a fanny pack. So, here's the story. We're on a church trip. We're going to Cedar Point Amusement Park in Ohio. We get off at a rest stop. Me and my best friend Dean get off the bus, go into the rest stop, go into the restroom. We're standing at the urinal, and at this point in the story, it's important to tell you that for this whole trip, I was wearing this exact fanny pack. Camouflage, belt on the outside, and inside the fanny pack were all my essentials. Sunscreen, sunglasses, wallet, tech deck. And so we're using the urinal, everything is going fine, and then it becomes time to flush the urinal. And so this is where everything goes wrong. So I tell Dean, hey, watch this. And instead of holding the plunger like a normal person, I decide that I'm gonna do a big kung fu kick the plunger, flush the toilet, high five Dean, walk out of the bathroom smiling. And instead what happened is I went to kick, and instead my back foot flew out from behind me. I fell down, fell directly onto the fanny pack. The sunscreen that was inside the fanny pack exploded everywhere, went all over me, all over the floor, all over the urinal dividers, a little bit on Dean, Dean starts howling with laughter, runs back to the bus like he never even knew me. And then I spend the next 5 minutes cleaning up all of the sunscreen off of the floor. And I think the moral of this story for me is to just never try to look cool while wearing a fanny pack filled with sunscreen. And just always just flush the toilet with your hand and don't try to do anything cool and kick it and avoid germs. Whew. Achievement number 9, safety. 1, practice rules of street and road safety. Look both ways before you cross the road. Don't walk. Walk. 2, practice home safety by keeping stairs free of all objects. This week's elective is number 3, Handicraft, in which I make something useful. So I'm going to turn this piece of wood, this piece of leather, into a stropping paddle for stropping. I'm kind of okay with it being a little wonky lopsided, like means a person made it. Do you have any cute nails? Complete. Strop paddle. Achievement number 5, tools, in which I show how I take care of a jackknife and make something with it. This is the first knife that I ever owned. I got it on Christmas Day when maybe I was in 4th grade or 5th grade or something. The first day I immediately closed the blade on myself and cut myself right on the pinky where I still have a scar. And one of the books said the trick to getting the angle right, which you want it to be 10 to 15 degrees, is to put a nickel on the stone, and that's about the right angle. Okay, here it goes. The wire edge or the burr, which is like where the steel has kind of folded over slightly onto the side of the blade the other side of the blade from the one I'm sharpening. So that's a good sign, I think. It's very trance-inducing.
That's why I had to get a tripod because I kept like
Dozing off?
drifting with the camera.
I think this is probably my stick. Right here. I'm thinking this.
Makes me nervous when you're not looking at it.
I can kind of see it. Sweating a lot.
Well, you're the one who comes in 100.
It's 100 degrees. It's literally 98 degrees right now.
Looking like a little rooster.
Do you think his legs are a little stubby? Like,
Maybe a little stubby.
does it look like he's wearing harem pants?
A little bit.
Almost done with the legs. I think this is about the height in between that I'm gonna get. Did a little cut myself. So I have a tiny bit of blood on my rooster here. Just whittle the blood off. taping from the back. Taper from the... What? Well, it's hanging on by a thread here. But its beak is a tiny bit detached. Oh, there goes his beak
Here,
entirely.
let's put it in the bag.
Okay. Dang it! I made a new beak. My rooster's beak fell off, so I made a new beak. My thumb hurts.
You're doing some funny mouth moves.
I bet. Got my rooster tied up here to have him be firmly in place while I try to do his tail.
He looks a little sad with his face down like that. It's for his own safety.
Looks like he's in trouble.
Oh no!
That scares me every time. It jolts like that.
Yeah, that one looks really good.
This is like very hard physical labor, surprisingly. Dang! So I went to retie it to make it sturdier, and it broke off one of the curls. Calming down. I literally stabbed myself like 1 millimeter away from where I cut myself yesterday. I think we probably should have done the what to do for a small cut after the whittling, because we've got plenty of cuts to work with now. Counts. I'm counting that. I'm so excited. Me and Rooster Dude have been through a lot of emotions and pain. He comes alive. My first rooster. I whittled him with my own fingers, and I painted him. And he's got little orange feet, little orange beak, little vermilion wattle and schmohawk, and a little black eye.